welcome back to 200-2565. It's spray day today. As you know, yesterday I took photos of each of the weed population areas, the 11 that are across here, and the main weeds that we have in the area are dichondra, if you want to call it a weed. So with dichondra, whilst it's prevalent everywhere, the herbicide we've decided to use is not going to really kill it. I've used bin dye on the property for quite a lot of time, and whilst it suppresses the dichondra, it doesn't kill it. And in this lower part, we don't really want to kill dichondra, because in areas where grasses haven't grown in the past 3 years where we've had a bit of rain, the dichondra's kind of filled up a lot of areas. So like I said, it will probably give it a bit of a kick in the ass, but it won't necessarily it won't kill it. So, but yeah, what we have is dichondra. We've got cats here, we've got dandelion, we've got cudweed. Bindi's not too major down this part of the woods here. A little bit of creepy noxalis, a little bit of white clover, and 1 or 2 cape weeds. So the rest are native grasses. This is the major issue we have in the area. It's paspalum. Now, this particular herbicide isn't going to kill paspalum. We've actually, in the higher area of the property where we actually look after the lawn, we've managed to have paspalum and the buffalo coexist. Paspalum is a problem when you let it get to seed, and that's when it's an issue. When it seeds, it looks terrible, but if you cut it regularly, and as this part of this plan we're going to cut it regularly, you hardly notice it underneath. So that's going to be our approach here, which will be spray the bin dye, and then have weekly mowing. Ensure that there's no seeding or flowering weeds on the side at all. And what we'll then do, the other thing we have here is there's some lucerne, some paddies lucerne here. That's very hard to pull out. This area is mowed semi-regularly, so every fortnight or so. So there's some paddies lucerne. I think you can see some actually here. Look at that. It's very, very. Look at it. Look at the root. Look at that. Look at the stalk on that. The trunk. Okay, so the paddies lucerne isn't going to die by this spray. It's not going to do anything to it. So once we've done this initial spray, I'll need to come back to make a determination on there's some more paddies lucerne, on whether or not there's some more there. So you can't see it because it hasn't been allowed to grow, but it's certainly there. On whether or not I give it a nice cut and spray some glyphosate into it to kill it, or I actually cut it out with a knife. So I'll work that out after we've reviewed and monitored this area. But initially we'll go with this particular spray, and we'll go and I think it'll go pretty well. The area, these weeds, I know that the bin dye works incredibly well with them, and we'll get good results. And then we'll just work out how we'll manage the area going forward. I think long term, the wider area treated with bin dye over a period of time, and perhaps a bindi pre-emergent just before the bindi season next year, we'll take care of this area, because that's the only thing that's really a problem is the bindis. The other weeds, I guess we can kind of live with them, but the bindi, certainly not. Anyway, thank you.